It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Commanders and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Ready. Yes, one.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Check white. Smith red. Black swap. Blues check. Check pink. Ready.
Hall again on second down. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Ready, go.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. This offense, Charles, we talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe, but that's much easier said than done. I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it. He did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Set, go! Hut, hut!
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Ready! Set, hut!
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Here we go!
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass is caught for a first, but he's looking for more. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. Now the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now Hall to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Opposite. Green. Yellow. Lining.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hall. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
After watching that play result, it took me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and we asked him, so how you plan to move the ball against this defense?
He didn't really tip his hand, did he?
No, he didn't. I think it's because he really didn't have an answer. He wasn't quite sure how he was going to get it done. And that play showed it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Check right. Ready.
They'll run with Hall. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A give running right, Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Gibson on the read option. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down. Here's a give to Hall, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Bridgewater to throw it. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5.
Touchdown, Washington. Isaiah Likely
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
This is Hall. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he juked him.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
1st and 10. Bridgewater. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
To the air again with Bridgewater.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Dolphins who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Mike Evans, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we get a look at their numbers on the ground in that first half, as they'll be looking to rev things up here in a tie ball game. Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Bridgewater. Going right side, he finds Slayton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A gain of 15. First down, Commander.
And right side, they're going to go option here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Bridgewater now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down, Bridgewater. He finds his man Johnson, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Come on, set!
A handoff for Hall. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Get!
2nd and 4. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out gets loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson,
40 yards.
And the Jets are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense.
And I know that they double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, so the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A give running right is Hall. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Number 20, Bryce Hall. This is the at the 44-yard line. the pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in an open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Straight ahead is Hall. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And they'll try and throw here on the fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film, but how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here, and what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
Now the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On third down, Bridgewater. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. It's in the fourth quarter down in Miami.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At the 34. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson,
his second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Jets are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Wilson going to throw for it. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins.
Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Bridgewater to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
John Franklin Myers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we've seen him have success early on with the ball in his hands because he isn't getting in space and making play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 20. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. To the air again with Bridgewater. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Hall again on 2nd down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.